Welcome back, history enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of trade and commerce in ancient Mesopotamia, a civilization that laid the foundation for the modern economic systems we know today. So grab your virtual time-traveling gear and join me on this journey through the bustling marketplaces and vibrant trade routes of one of history's most influential civilizations. Mesopotamia, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in present-day Iraq, was a thriving center of trade and commerce that flourished thousands of years ago. It's here, in the cradle of civilization, that we find the origins of a complex economic system that shaped the course of history. Picture a land dotted with prosperous city-states like Uruk, and Babylon. These bustling hubs were magnets for merchants, traders, and adventurers from distant lands, all seeking to capitalize on the wealth and opportunity that Mesopotamia offered. The Mesopotamians engaged in an extensive network of trade, both within their borders and beyond. They exchanged a wide array of goods, ranging from agricultural products like barley and wheat to luxurious items such as textiles, metals, and pottery. The surplus agricultural produce, carefully stored in grand granaries, played a crucial role in fueling the trade engine of the region. Trade routes crisscrossed the region, linking Mesopotamia with neighboring lands and distant civilizations. The Royal Road, stretching all the way to Anatolia, was a lifeline of commerce, allowing the exchange of goods and ideas over vast distances. Caravans, laden with precious commodities, braved the treacherous terrain, guided by skilled merchants and guarded by armed escorts. In the vibrant marketplaces of Mesopotamia, a symphony of sights, sounds, and scents filled the air. Traders from various regions and cultures converged here, haggling and bargaining, as goods changed hands and fortunes were made. The marketplaces were not only centers of economic activity but also melting pots of ideas, where cultures intermingled and knowledge was shared. Writing, a remarkable invention by the Sumerians, revolutionized trade and commerce in Mesopotamia. The cuneiform script, etched onto clay tablets, enabled record-keeping, commercial contracts, and the dissemination of knowledge. Scholars and scribes traveled between city-states, spreading ideas and advancing the intellectual frontiers of this ancient civilization. Trade and commerce were the lifeblood of ancient Mesopotamia, fueling its growth, prosperity, and cultural exchange. It's through their innovations and entrepreneurial spirit that we glimpse the origins of the economic systems that shape our world today. Join me on this adventure as we uncover the mysteries of trade and commerce in ancient Mesopotamia. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we delve deeper into the fascinating details of this ancient civilization. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to be the first to explore the rich tapestry of human history. Until then, keep exploring and never stop learning. Trade and commerce played a vital role in the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia, often regarded as the cradle of civilization. Situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in present-day Iraq, Mesopotamia was an agriculturally rich region that fostered the development of a complex economic system. One of the earliest recorded instances of organized trade can be traced back to the Sumerians, who inhabited southern Mesopotamia around 4000 BCE. The Sumerians engaged in long-distance trade, exchanging goods with neighboring regions such as Anatolia, the Persian Gulf, and the Indus Valley. They utilized river transport, employing boats made from reeds or wood to navigate the waterways. In Mesopotamia, trade occurred through a combination of barter and the use of a standardized form of currency known as the shekel. The shekel was a silver weight measure that was later adopted by other civilizations in the region. It facilitated trade by providing a common medium of exchange, reducing the need for direct bartering. The Mesopotamians traded a wide array of goods, including agricultural products, textiles, metals, pottery, and luxury items. They cultivated crops such as barley, wheat, dates, and vegetables, which were used for domestic consumption and trade. The surplus agricultural produce was stored in large granaries, which served as centralized distribution points. The city-states of Mesopotamia, such as Uruk, and Babylon, were significant trade hubs. They facilitated trade by providing marketplaces where merchants and traders from various regions could gather to exchange goods. These marketplaces were bustling centers of economic activity, attracting both local and foreign merchants. The Mesopotamians had an extensive network of trade routes that connected different regions. The most important trade route was the royal road that linked Mesopotamia with Anatolia, allowing for the exchange of goods and ideas. Other routes spanned across the Persian Gulf, connecting Mesopotamia with the Indus Valley and the Arabian Peninsula. Caravans, consisting of merchants and their goods, traveled along these trade routes. They were protected by armed guards to ward off bandits and ensure the safe passage of valuable commodities. The caravanserais, or roadside inns, provided shelter and provisions for the travelers and their animals. Apart from physical goods, Mesopotamia was also a center for intellectual and cultural exchange. Scholars and scribes traveled between city-states, disseminating knowledge and sharing literary and religious texts. The invention of writing by the Sumerians, using cuneiform script, further facilitated trade and commerce by enabling record-keeping and the development of commercial contracts. Trade and commerce played a vital role in the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia. The Mesopotamians engaged in long-distance trade, utilizing river transport and a standardized currency. They traded a variety of goods, established marketplaces, and had an extensive network of trade routes. The exchange of goods and ideas contributed to the economic prosperity and cultural development of this early civilization.